Be sure to check out FIFAcoinsonline.com for the best deals on FIFA coins for a place you know that you can trust. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to Bend It Like Bendtner episode 7. This has actually gone relatively quickly. We are further in than I thought we were. 21 goals, we're basically a fifth of the way in, so we have definitely made a good chunk into it. Sadly, we're not going at quite the pace that we were with Shamak in, but we still are going at a pretty good pace, almost 2 goals a game, but not quite. So today we actually managed to play 2 games and both of them had goals from Bendtner in it, and they were both extremely good, jam-packed games, a lot of excitement in it. So first game we come up against this BPL 4-2-3-1 team. Now it was bit of an interesting team. It's not very often you see Gerrard in the team. Van Persie, although he's a very, very good player, you don't see him very often. But here I got one of the weirdest penalties that I've ever seen. Was nowhere near the ball or anything. My player just tripped over one of his guys. I didn't even know what had happened. I was nowhere near the ball, or it was nowhere near the ball, and I got a penalty. So, I don't know, I can't complain about that, and it basically just gave us a free, easy goal, which of course Bendtner was going to smack into the back of the net. So, one thing I do want to pick up on, in the last episode, I forgot to count one of the goals. Sometimes I skip through it towards the end to add the Bendtner goals onto it, and apparently I missed counting from 20 to 21, which I checked back, and I had done so. That's why this episode we start on 21 even, rather than the 20 that I'd originally counted. But as we went in at half-time, it was 1-1. Fernando Torres getting their goal as he managed to just slip it under the goalie. Now, as you can see here, the stats are relatively even. Most of his shots were outside of the box and just pretty crazy shots, but quite a few of them were on target, whereas we had one more shot, but only the one on target, and that managed to go in for us. But as we got straight into the second half, I tried as best I could to try and get some goals with Bendtner, but that one there just was not going in. And then not too long after that, the ball did drop to Bendtner, but he decided to be unselfish. I think he played the ball to Galore. You'll see in a second as it goes in. In fact, that was it's Marek Hamsic, that's right, on his right foot, and he finessed that into the back of the net with so much ease. Then almost instantly after that, he was down our end. He was very, very unlucky here. Managed to put the ball in the back of the net, but unlucky for him, it was actually offside. Very, very close one there. Could have gone either way. And then as almost again instantly after that, just a minute or two in game time later, we got very, very close to scoring with the cross, and then Vidal, absolute beauty of a goal, came flying in and smashed it into the bottom corner. Lovely goal. I love it when stuff like that happens, because it isn't like a traditional long shot, but it's just a very nice like half volley one, and it's very, very good. But as you can see here on the 83rd minute, he tramped it across, and then he managed to get it under the goalie. Bit of a lucky goal really, but it wasn't enough to even get back into the game, and that meant it was 3-2 by the end of the match, and that passed through to the second round of the FUT United Cup, I believe that's what it's called. And as you can see there, I definitely had the better of the stats, and probably did deserve that win. So now we're going into the second round of the FUT United Cup. 6,000 coins is the prize fund for it, so quite a big one. And Estigarribia was actually out of contract, so we had to quickly chuck one on him before we went to the next game, but we did go in as quick as we could, and we came up against this guy whose team name is Reserves, so I'm assuming it's not his main team, but it still looks pretty good. 4-3-1-2 with the upgraded Falcao, Benzema, inform Higuain, some other very good players. Ozil moved back to centre mid, some great Prem players. So if that's his reserves team, I'd hate to see what his main team is, because I'm sure it will be pretty incredible. But 5 minutes in, I managed to get the ball towards the edge of his box, and absolute lovely pass there to Estigarribia. This time it actually was him, and lovely on his left foot into the top left-hand corner. Lovely goal there. He scores some very, very nice ones. I do rate him a lot. He's very, very quick and gets in some really good positions. But this guy annoyed me massively. Almost every single time he got the ball, he'd have a long shot like that. And Marchetti rather, not Marchisio, he's not in goal. Marchetti would never save them properly. He'd just parry them out. That one there, he managed to score with, and so many later on, he almost scored. I'll show you the stats at the end of the game. He ended up having a ridiculous amount of shots, but if you look at the graph, almost all of them were stupid long shots like that. But shortly before the break, the 41st minute, Christian Eriksen managed to get himself through and easily just finesse around the goalie as he rushed him out. And that meant we went into the break 2-1 up, and we was having a nice little lead again. And it was looking good for us to go in at half-time, the second round of the Cup. I hadn't been playing too well. Yesterday was when this was recorded. I was having a bit of a trouble with a few games, but in these games, I was getting the wins. That was all that counted. I think he'd gone attacking at this point as well, as Estigarribia, lovely little run, got the ball over to Bendtner, and a lovely finish from outside the box for Bendtner to put himself onto 23 goals. And That was about that for Bendtner's goals. He did manage to pull one back here in the 70th minute. I bought the goal out stupidly and he managed to head it in. But that was literally all he managed to get. And that is basically the end of this episode. You'll see on the screen now that we managed to win the game 3-2 in the end. But what I do want to say is thank you as always for watching, guys. If you could leave a like, that'd be absolutely fantastic. If we get to 350 likes, that'd be amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great weekend and I'll see you next time. Bye.